Pompeii, a vibrant city frozen in time by the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. This once thriving metropolis was home to merchants, artisans, and common folk, each with their own untold story. Today we unravel the lives of Pompeii's inhabitants, preserved in haunting detail beneath layers of ash and pumice. In the bustling streets, one could hear the calls of vendors and the laughter of children. Meet Lucius, a skilled potter whose creations were sought after far and wide. Their home, now an archaeological treasure, tells a tale of love and hard work. In another part of the city lived Marcus, a gladiator whose fierce battles drew crowds to the amphitheater. Marcus's strength and bravery were celebrated, but his life off the arena held a different kind of struggle. These ordinary lives, once lost to history, are now revealed through the meticulous work of archaeologists. Pompeii's streets were lined with thermopolia, ancient fast food establishments where citizens grabbed quick meals. One such place was run by Publius, whose flavorful dishes were a favorite among locals. Publius's specialty, a savory stew, drew patrons from all walks of life. Meanwhile, in the heart of the city, the Forum was the center of political and social life. Here, statues of gods and heroes watched over daily affairs and grand ceremonies. Vibia, a respected priestess, often led rituals and offered prayers for the city's prosperity. Her devotion to the gods was unwavering, and she held great influence in religious matters. In the quieter residential areas, children played games and elders shared stories of old. Faustus, an elderly scholar, taught the young ones about Pompeii's rich history and traditions. Through his teachings, the legacy of Pompeii lived on, even as the city faced its final days. Among Pompeii's bustling economy were the merchants who brought exotic goods from distant lands. Felicia, a savvy trader, imported silks and spices, enriching the city's market with rare treasures. Her journeys were filled with peril and adventure, but her rewards were unparalleled. Back in Pompeii, her shop was a trove of wonders, attracting wealthy patrons and curious onlookers alike. In the evenings, the city's taverns came alive with music and laughter. Gaius, a renowned musician, entertained crowds with his lute, filling the air with melodies that echoed through the streets. His songs spoke of love, loss, and the beauty of Pompeii, captivating all who listened. Gaius's music was a reflection of the city's soul, a blend of joy and sorrow, hope and despair. Meanwhile, artisans like Plinia crafted intricate mosaics, depicting scenes of myth and daily life. Her hands brought stories to life in colorful stones, adorning the walls and floors of Pompeii's grand villas. In Pompeii, the thermae, or public baths, were centers of social and cultural activity. Citizens gathered not just to bathe, but to discuss politics, philosophy, and everyday life. Livia, a bathhouse attendant, ensured the baths were pristine and welcoming for all. Her role was crucial in maintaining the hygiene and functionality of these communal spaces. Near the baths stood the palestra, an open area where athletes trained and competed. Decimus, a skilled wrestler, practiced here daily, honing his strength and technique. His dedication to the sport was evident in his powerful physique and disciplined routine. The palestra was also a place where young men learned the art of warfare and physical fitness. As the day turned to dusk, the glow of oil lamps brought a warm ambiance to Pompeii's streets. Shops closed, and families gathered for evening meals, sharing stories and laughter over simple yet hearty dishes. Pompeii's citizens were not only industrious, but also deeply religious. Each household had a small shrine, known as a lararium, dedicated to the household gods, or lares. These gods were believed to protect the home and family, ensuring prosperity and safety. On special occasions, families offered food and wine at these shrines to honor their deities. In the city's larger temples, grand ceremonies and festivals were held to worship the gods of the Roman pantheon. One of the most revered was the Temple of Apollo, where citizens sought guidance and blessings. During the festival of Vinalia, dedicated to the god Jupiter, the city came alive with music, dance, and feasting. In the midst of these celebrations, a sense of community and shared belief strengthened the bonds among Pompeii's residents. As the festival concluded, the echoes of joy and reverence lingered in the hearts of the people. These rituals and festivals were not just traditions, but a vital part of the social fabric, binding the community together. Beneath the surface of Pompeii's vibrant life, there were hidden stories of struggle and resilience. One such slave, Rufus, worked tirelessly in a wealthy household, his dreams of freedom ever distant. Despite his circumstances, Rufus found solace in small moments of joy, like sneaking a taste of the kitchen's delicacies. The city also housed a thriving brothel, the Lupanar, where women like Sabina worked under harsh conditions. Sabina's life was one of hardship, but she formed close bonds with the other women, finding strength in their camaraderie. In the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, these lives unfolded, each day a testament to their endurance. Yet, in the face of adversity, the human spirit shone brightly, creating pockets of hope and moments of happiness. Pompeii was a city of contrasts, where opulence and poverty existed side by side, each story adding to the rich tapestry of its history. As we delve deeper, we uncover more about the complex lives of its inhabitants, each contributing to the legacy of Pompeii. As the days passed, the inhabitants of Pompeii lived their lives, unaware of the lurking danger. In the year 79 AD, the ground began to tremble, and ominous signs appeared in the sky. Mount Vesuvius, dormant for centuries, awoke with terrifying force. The initial tremors were dismissed by many as minor earthquakes, a common occurrence. But the rumblings grew stronger, and a column of smoke and ash began to rise from the mountain's peak. Panic spread through the city as people realized the magnitude of the impending disaster. Felicia, the trader, frantically packed her treasures, hoping to flee with her livelihood. Gaius, the musician, played one last sorrowful tune, a haunting melody that filled the air with despair. Livia, the bathhouse attendant, gathered her family, seeking safety in numbers. As the eruption intensified, the sky darkened, and a rain of pumice and ash began to fall, sealing the fate of Pompeii. As Vesuvius unleashed its fury, the once vibrant city of Pompeii was engulfed in darkness and chaos. Many sought refuge in their homes, hoping the walls would protect them from the falling debris. Rufus, the slave, shielded his master's children, guiding them to what he hoped was safety. Sabina and her companions huddled together, seeking comfort in their shared plight. The air grew thick with ash, making it difficult to breathe and see. Buildings began to collapse under the weight of the accumulated debris. Decimus, the wrestler, used his strength to clear a path through the rubble, trying to reach his family. Lucius and Aelia, the potter and his wife, embraced each other, knowing escape was impossible. The streets, once filled with life, were now silent except for the rumble of the mountain and the cries of the trapped. Pompeii's fate was sealed as Vesuvius continued to spew its deadly contents, burying the city in a blanket of ash. In the days following the eruption, the city of Pompeii lay in silence, buried under meters of volcanic ash. The once thriving metropolis had become a ghostly relic, frozen in time. For centuries, Pompeii remained hidden, its story lost to the sands of time. It wasn't until the 18th century that explorers began to uncover the secrets buried beneath the ash. Archaeologists painstakingly excavated the city, revealing remarkably preserved buildings, artifacts, and even human remains. These discoveries provided a unique window into the daily lives of Pompeii's inhabitants. Every fresco, every artifact told a story of a vibrant community, abruptly halted by nature's wrath. The remains of people caught in their final moments were both haunting and poignant. Through these remains, we connect with the human side of history, feeling the same fears and hopes they once did. Pompeii stands as a powerful reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Today, Pompeii is one of the world's most significant archaeological sites, attracting millions of visitors each year. Walking through its ancient streets, one can almost hear the echoes of its past inhabitants. The city serves as a testament to human resilience, creativity, and the inevitable cycle of life and death. The stories uncovered here remind us of the fragility of existence and the importance of cherishing each moment. Felicia's market stall, Gaius's music, Livia's care, and Rufus's bravery, these lives, though ended abruptly, continue to inspire. The lessons of Pompeii extend beyond its ruins, touching on themes of survival, community, and the enduring human spirit. As we leave this ancient city, we carry with us the memories and lessons of those who lived and loved here. Their stories, once buried under ash, now reach across time to speak to us, reminding us of our shared humanity. Pompeii's legacy is not just in its ruins, but in the timeless human experiences it preserves. And as we reflect on their untold stories, we find a part of ourselves in the echoes of Pompeii. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories to come.